All right, welcome back to this video. The video training today, this video training is about life insurance specifically. Now, we've walked through the value ladder, figuring out what products within insurance you could sell. Then we figured out what you probably should sell or what you should sell next. Now we're going to talk about specifics. Which products specifically within that framework should you start with inside of this insurance part? Okay, so we talked about in the last video was, in the last two videos, number one, we talked about the value ladder, right? What kind of products can you sell inside of insurance, right? We talked about Medicare or ACA or whatever, or those other ones. Then we talked about life insurance being probably the middle of the value ladder. Okay, that's the middle, that's the more higher ticketed price. And then the highest ticket price within insurance would be retirement services, something like that, okay? So the video after that was talking about, of those three, which one should you start with or which one should you go to next? Okay, we went through a detailed explanation as to which one you should start with. Now we're in the part where we decided that insurance or life insurance is the way to go. You have to go to life insurance. If you're at retirement, you want to go to life insurance to fund your retirement business faster. Okay, so you flywheel that thing faster. Okay, and then the second thing is, if you're selling Medicare, you have to go up to life insurance. Okay, so that again, you generate more income so that the business goes faster. Okay, there's speed, there's money and speed, there's money and time. Okay, those are only two things, those are only two variables. If you have Medicare, you need more money. Okay, if you have retirement, you need more time. Boom. So you'll get more time from this because it will speed you up. Okay, that's just the way it works. Now we're going to talk about which product within insurance or life insurance should you start with, right? If within that life insurance little umbrella, there's two things. There's three things. There's index universal life, there's final expense insurance, and then there's term insurance, which would basically be like a 20-year term index universal life. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not the detailed oriented guy, specifics on this. I just know prices, numbers, marketing, sales, right? So the details, the specifics, like you can learn that from someone else or you can learn that from part of the program. We'll talk about specifics, but more specifically, I want to talk in terms of helping you get an understanding of where you should be and get a frame as to like where should you point your laser for where you want to shoot your arrow, so to speak, or shoot your gun like a sniper. Where should you go for your next target? Does that make sense? I'm helping you aim for your next target. I'm not telling you specifics about like what the grass should look like. Doesn't make sense to me. Anyways, so there's two things when it comes to these three products that I think are very, very important, not only for you, but for well, actually only for you. I think there's only two things that you really have to worry about when it comes to these things. Average price that these three products generate for you, because obviously you want to, this is the way that the business should work for you. You want to have a high price and you want the price to come in pretty fast. Okay, that's like a win-win scenario. That's like Warren Buffett says, first rule is never lose money. Rule number two is refer to rule number one. So essentially in this part of your business, you should be focusing on how can I make the money the fastest so I can fund the long-term commitment of this business. Okay, that should be your thought process. Or if you're in the long-term, right now you're already in there, how can I go backwards to get some money from here and speed up the process to go to the next level? Okay, and that's the way that this should work. Okay, so within IULs or final expense or term, I thought myself, okay, well, I asked other agents and I asked them, because they're smarter than me, and I go, okay, well, which one pays out the most? And they said, well, without hesitation, they said, it's probably going to be IULs. These probably pay out the most. So we're going to say that again. Pay out the most, we'll say 1. Pay out the least, we'll say 3. In this column, or this column right here, would say 1 will be the most, pay out the most, and 3 would be pay out the least. Okay, so 1 pays out the most right here. So this one pays out the most. Okay, then it would be final expense. Then it would be term. And I just set this up. I kind of set you guys up for, set you up on this part right here, because, well, I didn't know how to make this look weird enough that you guys could make a, anyways. So the average price, IULs probably pay out the most in terms of life insurance. They probably pay out the most. Okay, then it would be final expense. Then it would be term retirement. I mean, term insurance. Okay, then you ask yourself the second question. Okay, well, IULs pay out the most. I should start there, right? Well, the problem is that IULs take a little bit longer to pay out. So if we went to the second part of the second column, we'd say, how long does it take to generate cash into my pocket right now? Okay, how long does it take before cash hits my pocket? So with this one, it would be, if I'm not mistaken, it's 30 to 90 days or something like that. Yeah, 30 to 90 days. So this would be 30 to 90 days. If I'm not mistaken. Now, obviously, you can go do your own research on this, but final expense usually pays out 2 to 5 days in most cases. And then term pays out, I think, 14 to 30 days. Okay. Now, most people won't know this at all. So you have to jump on them because they've never thought about it in a logical, situational place. Most people have thought of it just like, I see the most money, I should go for the most money. Or I see that's the easiest, I should go for the easiest. But I'm giving you the insider secrets to help you go faster, is that when everybody goes left, you go right, and that's how you succeed. Okay, so when everybody's trying to push for the cheaper price, you go right for the middle. Okay, when everyone's trying to go for the most expensive thing, go right for the middle. That's just in general. That's how things work. Like when everyone goes left, you go right. Okay, or everyone goes left, you go right. I did wrong. So in this scenario, we have 1, 3, and 2. Now, if we're just looking at a logical situational basis and saying, okay, well, which one makes the most sense for me to start with? Now, if we just do basic math, this plus this divided by that would give us, I don't know, 4 divided by 2, right? So that would give us 2. That would give us a 2. And then 3 plus 2 divided by 2 is like 2.5, right? And then 1 plus, that's 1.5, right? So in this scenario, I'm just doing basic math in my head. Plus, divide, that's it. So if we're just looking at a logical based decisioning, where should we start? Now, I hope you guys are listening faster than I'm talking, because it should be obvious this is the case to start with, because it generates just enough for you to get over the edge and make money, pays you fast enough so that you can lucratively cash flow your business fast, okay? Get money into the bank, get money into your pocket, and then put money back into the business fast, okay? So money loves, well, yeah, money loves speed. So you put more money in, it goes faster. That's a flywheel, it goes faster and faster. And so you can literally like go like a flywheel, and right here, you can inject money and this flywheel gets bigger and bigger, and this goes faster and faster. And in the next video, what we're gonna talk about is a flywheel, specifically a positive flywheel and a negative flywheel, so you can understand these concepts. Now, these are very high level thinking ideas, but if you're gonna if you're gonna be in this business long term, or in anything you do, you should start thinking in a system basis thinking, because business is no more of a science than it is an art. So you don't have to really be creative or anything. You just have to make logical decisions based on human psychology. That's it. That's really it. Like when you can understand that at the basis of everybody, there's 6 different human needs. Based on where there are, you know how to attack that situation, you're okay, right? Or in sales, if you know where a sale is going and you know how to bring it back in, it's easier once you have a cognitive focus, when you have something to focus on. So now you know where you should probably start, with which product you should start with. And in the next parts of this video or the course, you're going to learn more about final expense, because we've logically justified why this is the one that you should start with, or you should add into your business so that you can speed your business up. Now, in the next video, what we're going to talk about is the positive and negative flywheels and how they positively affect you or negatively can affect you downward. And this is why most businesses either prosper really fast, like Amazon goes super fast, or they go super down, like Toys R Us. Like they stay here and then eventually they just get smashed. And Toys R Us, Blockbuster, things like that, they get crushed because these little concepts right here, understanding those bases, you can either attach yourself to the winning side, or you have to focus on, like, I don't know, other things. But more specifically, we kind of made a sense of why you should start, where you should start. Okay, so in the next video, we're going to talk about a flywheel and why that's important. Now, a lot of these concepts are very high-level thinking. Like I said, they're not something that you could just, you know, you're not going to get excited about this. This is like the boring stuff that needs to be understood so that you can make sense of the world around you or the business around you, or even like when you go outside now, after you see these things that we're talking about, you're going to look at business in a whole different perspective. You're going to look at like things in a whole different perspective. You're going to be able to see things and be like, I don't know why I know this, but you should probably not do that, and you should do this instead. That's what the whole idea here is, to give you like logical based reasoning to make decisions for your business to grow. Okay, so hope that helps you guys out. I know it's very, very high level understanding things, but I know that you guys are here, so that makes me feel comfortable to teach you this, because you have chosen to make to put yourself first, to put your business first, to put you in the driver's seat of your own destiny, so to speak. So talk to you guys in the next video. See ya.